and welcome to today's YouTube episode. My name is Amelia, and on today's sewing adventure I'm going to be showing you my most recent makes, so let's get started. So just to let you know about what I'm wearing today, I am wearing the Merchant and Mills Florence top. Now the last Florence top I was wearing had a longer peplum. This one's actually made to the pattern measurements, so the peplum is quite a bit shorter, but I do really love this top. It's made from this really gorgeous quilting cotton that I got at the Fabric Quarter in Lincoln a few years ago. And I really love the button plackets of the Florence top. It's a really gorgeous feature, and the peplum is actually higher at the back and then lower at the front, which is really lovely as well. I'm also wearing my Megan Nielsen Ash jeans as well today. So the first make that I'm going to share with you today is this one, and this is the Tilly and the Buttons Mable Dress. Now I bought the pattern for the Mable Dress at the Stitch Festival earlier this year, and I really liked the pattern of the Mable Dress. As soon as I saw the pattern, I knew that I wanted to try to make it. So this fabric that I chose to make the Mable Dress is a viscose fabric that I got in the Fabric Corner in Lincoln, and it is so pretty. I really love these floral patterns. You can see it's got quite a big floral print. It's got like a mustard colour on the outside of the flower, and then almost like a fluoro pink on the flower in the middle, and then it's got a black background. So I really love this gorgeous fabric, and it was perfect for the Mable Dress because it's got a gorgeous drape, and the shirring elastic went in really beautifully as well. So the features of the Mable Dress obviously is the shirring around the waist and the sleeves as well. Now I feel the cold a lot, so I like to wear a vest under things, but I don't think, unless it was really, really low, I don't think that a vest would work under this dress. So I did make the short sleeve version so that I can wear it on really, really hot days, because obviously on hot days I don't need a vest. I thought if I made the long sleeve version, then it might not be so useful for me in my wardrobe, and I know that I wouldn't be able to wear it in winter or in cooler weather. So I did go for the short sleeve version, and I'm really, really pleased with it. I think it's a really beautiful item, and I can't wait to wear it in the summer. I've never really made anything with this square neckline before either, but I really like that for a change. I think it's really interesting, and it's a really nice detail, and I really like the way that obviously it's square at the back. In terms of construction for the Mable Dress, I did actually really enjoy it. It obviously has this like raglan style sleeve and body, which isn't that common in dresses, so I really enjoyed that. I also really enjoyed shirring. I haven't done shirring for a very, very long time, and I did have to practice because the first few lines didn't work, so I had to get the right tension in the bobbin. But once I got that was absolutely fine, and I just love the effect of shirring, so I think I will be doing much more of that in the future. I also really like these elastic channels here, just bringing it in around the chest area. I think that's a really gorgeous feature as well, and obviously we've got that at the back and around the shoulders too. Overall, the construction of this one wasn't actually too difficult. There were a few moments which required a little bit more thought, which were attaching the sleeve to the bodice, but apart from that, it was really quite simple, and I did really enjoy the process of making this dress. So I think that there might be more Mable dresses in my future. We'll have to wait and see on that one. But yeah, a really enjoyable make, and I'm really pleased that I have this lovely dress for summer. So the next thing I'm going to show you is actually a wardrobe basic, and we all know that I love making wardrobe basics. So this is the True Bias Zoey Tank, and this one is one that I've talked about previously in my sewing plans, and it was actually made from this gorgeous rib knit fabric that I got in a Guthrie and Ghani Sewing Society box, and I made the True Buys Nico top out of it. And these were the scraps, and I kept them. I think I kept them for 2 years, just waiting for the perfect project. And this definitely is the perfect project. You should be able to see a photo of me wearing it on the screen at the moment. And I absolutely love the way that this fits, and this fabric was perfect for this pattern. Now I know it's just a basic black vest top, but I do wear these a lot. I wear vests all through winter underneath the clothes that I'm wearing. So the fact that I can have this and now I can recreate more will be absolutely fantastic in my wardrobe. This is the second Zoey Tank that I've made. The first one was just a little bit too long in these straps here, but I have sorted that out on this one. And I have also brought this seam in here under the arm, so it fits perfectly across the bust, across the waist, and the sleeve, not the sleeves, the straps are the perfect length as well. So I'm super, super pleased with how this one has turned out, and I will definitely be making more of these in the future. I used again a Little Rosie Cheeks tag in the back, and this one says "You Do You." So I really like that tag. I think it matches this top really nicely as well. I also like the message that it gives, which is good. So I did use the twin needle on this one. I'm really pleased with how those straps have turned out. I really feel like the other one that I made was a practice, and this one, everything came together just so much easier and better, so I'm pleased for that, and I can see myself wearing this a lot. Also, it just looks really great with jeans, so maybe in summer I could just wear it as a top on its own as well. So the next thing that I'm going to show you is this top here. This is the Marilla Walker Nautilus Blouse, and it is made from this fabric that I got from the Craft Coture in Lincoln. It is a quilting cotton. It is a Camelot brand quilting cotton, and it's got these gorgeous crochet squares all over the fabric. Now, this was one of the fabrics that I got really recently, so I obviously have made this one up quite quickly. I really like this Nautilus blouse. It's very simple in its construction. So the front panels are just cut as they are. There's no darts or anything like that to put in, and the back panel is just cut as one. Now these are kind of like cap sleeves, but they're not inserted sleeves, they're grown on sleeves, so you do not have to worry about inserting any sleeves. It does have this cuff here that you put on afterwards, but that is absolutely fine and quite a simple thing to do. Now, I remember saying that I would have to be really careful with my pattern placement, and I am very, very pleased with the fact that I have managed to pretty much almost perfectly match these squares up down the front. And I've just used these 3 buttons from my stash, which I felt really matched the fabric, kind of that orangey, and I just really like these buttons with this fabric. I did try out quite a few different ones, but these were the ones I decided on. So as I said, the construction was really quite simple. It does have this facing, which is around the neck, and it's got obviously facing in here for the button placket as well. Now I really like this top as a blouse, but I also really like it as a little jacket, and I have put it over my Zoey Tank, so you should be able to see a photo of me wearing it as more of a jacket, and I thought it might be just a really lovely extra layer to wear in summer and have it as like a little lightweight summer jacket. I think it's super cute and really versatile, and I'm really happy to have this one in my wardrobe. The Nautilus blouse also comes with a top version, which just has a round neck, and the front panel is just cut as one whole, so you cut it on the fold. I would really like to try to make the top, because I was very surprised at how much I really liked the blouse. So that might be something that comes onto my plans pretty soon, making the Nautilus top as well. Now I did add a Little Rosie Cheeks label to the back, so this one says Craft Couture, and I just thought it really matched the colours of the fabric, and I thought it was such a lovely label, and I've decided to put it on the back so that everyone can see it rather than in the inside this time. Now I also made a matching headband, which you would have seen in the photos. So this is just a headband. Essentially you make a long tube, I think I've shown it to you before, and then you tie a knot around the top, and then I just hot glue gun it down. So really lovely to have a matching top and headband. I'm really happy to have both of them. So for those of you who watched my last vlog, you will know that I bought some fat quarter pieces in the Camelot crochet designs, which inspired this shirt to be made, because remember I bought the fat quarters and then I wanted more of this one so that I could make an item of clothing, and it ended up being the Nautilus Blouse. So I did talk about making a camera case, and I have actually done that as well. So with the fat quarters, I put some quilting wadding inside here. I've got the little Kylie in the machine label that says yay, and then the camera that's filming me now fits inside this little pouch, and then I can close it. And I have actually been putting a hair tie over it just to kind of keep it secure. So this was the first time that I tried quilting using my embroidery foot. So it's more of a kind of freestyle quilting, which I've never done before, but I actually really enjoyed it, and I think it went quite well. I chose to use the magenta thread. Yeah, so I was pleased with that. It was something new, and I'm not sure that I'm quite ready to scale that up yet onto a full quilt, but it was fun to try it on something that was a small scale. And it's quite protective actually with the quilting wadding in between the two layers of fabric. And then for the binding, I used a contrasting one that you can see, which is these gorgeous granny squares around the edge, and then there is like a granny stripe stitch where the binding has been folded over. So really happy with how that one looks. So as I said, I'm really pleased with this one. This is perfect for keeping the camera safe at home. I think if I wanted to take the camera out though, I would have to make something different, maybe something with a zip that was just a little bit more secure, and maybe that had a strap as well. So this was the first time I've ever really made a pouch like this, so there was quite a lot of thinking as I went along, but I'm pleased with how it's turned out, and I did learn a lot from this, so I think I'll be able to apply that into making one like a travel camera case. And also I will twirl the next one, so I will actually make a practice. I just went straight in with this one, and I'm really happy with how it's turned out, and it's perfect for keeping the camera safe at home. And maybe if I wanted to pop it into a bag or something like that and take it out with me, it would be perfect for that as well. But I wouldn't feel comfortable wearing this one because it doesn't have like a secure fastening, and I'd have to think quite carefully about how I would attach the strap and things like that. So yeah, so I'm really happy with this make. So that brings us to the last make that I'm going to share with you today. So the last thing I'm going to share with you today is this. This is the Paper Theory Zadie Jumpsuit, and I really love this make. Some of you might remember it from the Chatting Sewing Catch-Up that I shared with you recently. So here it is, it's finished, and you should be able to see a photo of me on the screen wearing it. I absolutely love the Zadie jumpsuit. It is so comfortable, and it is honestly like wearing pajamas. I love the wide legs. I love the fact that it just ties around your waist so you can loosen it or tighten it depending on the day, which is really fantastic. It's got this lovely V-neck crossover kind of wrap feature as well, which is lovely. In terms of construction, it is quite straightforward. There are pleats at the front and at the back. So the pleats are on the bodice and the legs at the front, and at the back there's two, one on each side. It does have a centre seam down the back as well, which is quite interesting. The sleeves again are grown on sleeves, so you do not have to insert a sleeve if you make the short sleeve version. It does have these wonderful yoke pockets, which might be a bit time consuming if you're really new to sewing, but once you've done them a couple of times, they're really quite fun to construct and make, and they are really comfortable pockets as well. The only thing about the Zadie jumpsuit is this binding around the neck. That can be a little bit tricky because you have to be quite precise with it, but if you take your time and pin it really carefully, then it's absolutely fine to get on as well. So this one is made from the Viscose Linen, the fabric godmother. It's the Linnaea floral print, and it's just really perfect. It's such a lovely weight, and it's got this gorgeous drape to it. and this is the second Zadie jumpsuit that I've made from Viscose Linen, so I'm really happy that I've got that one ready for summer and spring because I think I will really enjoy wearing this. I did finish it off with the cut one pair tag, so that is the cut one pair tag. It says heart eyes, so yeah, so I think you can tell I'm pleased with it, and I can't wait to start wearing that one as soon as the weather warms up. So I hope you enjoyed seeing my most recent makes in a little bit more detail. I really loved sharing them with you. And thinking about it, we had a jumpsuit, we had a vest top, we had a blouse, a dress, a headband, and a camera case. So we did quite well today. We were quite varied with our makes. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I really hope you enjoyed seeing them. I loved sharing them with you. So that is it for today's YouTube episode. I really hope you enjoyed it. I will put all of the details of all of the patterns and the fabrics that I've talked about today in the description box below. If there was a particular part of this clip that you really enjoyed, you could let me know in the comments box below. Thank you again for watching. If you have already subscribed to this channel, then I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. If you haven't yet subscribed to this channel and you liked what you saw today, then I'd really appreciate it if you could do that. It means that you will be notified every time I put out a new clip. Also, if you could like today's clip, I would really appreciate that as well. Thank you so much for watching today's YouTube episode. I really hope you enjoyed seeing all the things that I've been making recently. I also have some unfinished makes that I've started that I'm working on. I have lots of plans, and I hope to do a plans clip for you in the next couple of weeks. I have so many ideas that I really want to share with you all. I hope you have a wonderful day, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is for you, and I will see you here again soon.